Please read the disclaimer. 3 things every XRP holder needs to know before 2026. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. We are getting closer and closer to the end of 2025. We're looking forward into 2026. We're going to talk about 3 things that every XRP holder needs to know. These are not, the hyped up things that you might see out in the interwebs or on YouTube or wherever. These are calm, cool, and collected things that every single XRP holder needs to know. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. I think we can do it. I know you can do it. Let's get into it. So, I asked my good old friend ChatGPT, ChatGPT, and the first thing they answered was the regulatory endgame is closer than you think, and it will decide the winners. Whether XRP goes up significantly or stagnates in 2026 depends far more on global regulatory clarity than price charts. By 2026, several things converge. The US SEC versus Ripple remedy ruling will be long finished, meaning XRP is fully free to operate in the US. MiCA in Europe kicks in fully by 2026, creating the first major global grade licensing framework. In Asia, Singapore, Japan, and UAE will continue leading with pro-utility regulations, setting the stage for cross-border payment adoption. Bottom line, by 2026, clarity will exist everywhere except maybe the US. I think clarity, the bill, will pass in 2026, and potentially we will see that, of course, be more clear. And that will dictate liquidity, ODL expansion, and real institution usage. No moon math matters until this piece locks in, right? Real utility must kick in, or XRP says a side character. By 2026, XRP needs more than good headlines. ODL usage must grow, real payment volume, not press releases. Bank and fintechs need to actually settle with XRP, not just run pilots. And Ripple's own products must rely on XRP, avoiding another "we're building but not using XRP" narrative. The truth no one likes saying, if utility adoption doesn't accelerate by 2026, the entire XRP global liquidity backpoint vision is delayed another cycle. Utility growth is only the thing that creates substantial breakout liquidity. Okay, interesting. Yes, what needs to happen, right, is a lot of what people invest in for XRP is the theoretical outcome of what could potentially happen if all cross-border payments are on XRPL and there's trillions every single day, and XRP is used as the gas fee, and we burn a significant amount of XRP. XRP is used, XRP is needed, right? That's the theory, and that's how people get those crazy banana numbers, right? But the fact is that if we continue and nothing really changes, then there's lower probability that the price will appreciate because less and less people will want to hold XRP. The people that are holding our XRP, how much more can they buy if there's not other people that are buying as well, right? So you have people that hold a specific asset. A specific asset might be used, but if it's not used in a major way and there's not other people that want that asset, then that could be problematic. And if the market, I'm adding this, right? If the market is weak in 2026, now a lot of people are looking at it's not a 4-year cycle anymore, it's a 5-year cycle. And we go into a situation where we're now looking at 2026 to see if we see those big movements into 2026. If that also doesn't happen, of course, then that would be a significant wrench in the wheels of XRP. So first, let's see how, of course, 2025 finishes out, and then we can go into adoption and see what's happening there. Before we continue to the third thing, I just want to remind you that this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. So, number three, the liquidity super cycle is real, but XRP has to earn its spot. 2024 to 2026 is shaping into the biggest liquidity expansion since 2020 to 2021. We got ETF, of course, now we're getting more and more XRP ETFs. Most of them have already been deployed. The big ones have been deployed, withstanding, of course, potential of BlackRock and Fidelity and maybe Schwab in the future. Maybe they'll get into the game as well. So we don't have those yet, right? But that could be on the docket in 2026. Tokenization of real world assets is something that has been talked a lot about. Potentially, for example, tokenizing the stock market, potentially tokenizing other. Ripple has done many moves that could bring them into that realm as well. Global stablecoin regulation, we saw that start out with the Genius Act, and around the world we'll continue to see more of that. AI plus crypto integration, it's happening faster than we realize. And the US election cycle impact on risk assets. We're getting closer to midterm elections that are happening in 2026. And sometimes the market is wonky in those years. So we have to take that into consideration as well. All of these things push massive liquidity into crypto markets. But here's the critical truth. XRP is not guaranteed to benefit unless, of course, there's full clarity, right? Market makers deepen liquidity pools, utility-driven demand grows along speculative demand. 2026 could be the first time XRP is in a situation where it's a fully legal, fully liquid, institutional integrated environment. And that could be a very, very interesting situation right now for XRP. Now, as you know, I like to go to multiple AIs, right? Because you don't want to just go to one AI, because sometimes AI talks, right? It makes mistakes. So let's ask another AI. So let's see what Grok had to say. One, regulatory clarity and ETF developments. The resolution of Ripple's SEC lawsuit has provided much needed legal clarity, positioning XRP as a non-security in key rulings, which could pave the way for broader institutional adoption. With spot XRP ETF already launching and more expected, inflows could drive significant liquidity and price appreciation. Again, potential. We don't know. Potentially pushing these prices by mid-2026. Again, we don't know what's going to happen as banks and funds integrate it into their systems. Similar to what Chapati said, right? Ripple X has outlined a roadmap for XRPL enhancements through 2025 and 2026, including lending protocols, permission decks, confidential transfers, and sponsored fees. These upgrades aim to boost DeFi capabilities, institutional utility, and performance, making XRP more attractive for real-world applications like cross-border payments and tokenized assets. And number three, potential supply shock and market volatility. With Ripple scaling back XRP sales and institutions accumulating through ETFs and partnerships like RLUSD launch in Japan, a supply crunch could emerge, leading a heightened volatility. Forecasts vary widely. Some predict a dip to $1, while others see a surge to around $10, driven by adoption and global liquidity needs. But holders should prepare for rapid price swings as XRP transitions from speculation into infrastructure. It's going to be very interesting to see how 2025 ends and how 2026 starts. I know I'm a little bit too soon, right? We still have another month, Avi, right? Let's see how it finishes. But I think we need to start getting ready in our mindset to what 2026 is going to bring to the crypto market, to innovation, to XRP. Only this year the court case was finished, right? And the SEC removed all the quote unquote bad stuff that they were putting on the crypto markets. And we're in a totally different realm, right? Especially from SEC standpoint, a regulation standpoint for XRP. So this is going to be a very interesting year to see the first year where companies can actually plan their year out with full XRP, clarity, and that's going to be very, very interesting. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond in the comment section, and don't forget to smash that like button. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. You can also join our community, free and open Telegram group. Link is in the description down below. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. See you later.